Well, I don't have too many more secret places in the church to explore with you, but perhaps some that you don't know the full history on that I thought I would share with you. So I'm in the church library, but this room that is currently the church library wasn't always the church library. This at one time was the office, and the church library was what is now our finance office, as well as where we keep the archives. But the church had outgrown that space as the library in the mid 70s, and so this room that currently is the library was transformed in order to house all of the resources that the church had collected over a period of time. The library started off with just very small donated items and then grew, and as it grew, needed more space to accommodate those new items. There's also the storybook quilt that you see behind me that has always hung in this space since this was dedicated as the church library. And just recently, we've gone through a process where we have culled the library. So many of the volumes that had never been used or were simply outdated were culled from the library shelves. It was rearranged to afford it a more open and bright space and hospitality to be used with groups. Children's resources were moved into this space to be accessible by our Christian education team and by others. We moved the children's area to closer by the door to encourage children to participate in our church library by looking at books and taking advantage of the resources here. And also we've expanded in other areas, whether that's volumes from Dorothy Brown's library that have come into the church possession, or a section on mental health. So I'll give you a little tour here, as also some of the furniture of the library was updated as well. So we got some new lamps and side tables and coffee table, which you can see here. The library team has helped with all of that to give this a refreshed and renewed look for us. So now our children's area, instead of being on the far side over by the parking lot, is right by the door that you come in, and so children can see it from the door and hopefully take advantage. You'll see some of the volumes that are highlighted by their placement on the shelves, encouraging kids, and there's Clifford the big red dog, of course, up there as well. This same area, we have health and wellness volumes and mental health volumes as well, and the intention here is part of our focus on mental health ministry at Christ Church and our hope to become a caring community, and so wanting to have resources available to people who may be looking for those resources. Of course, we've got all your biblical commentaries and history and other things that are here. We have volumes of the great courses. I have used these just driving around in my car. They're a great thing to take advantage of and learn a little as you go. Past studies that we've done as a church, that we keep those around in case we want to use them again, those that are worthwhile keeping around. And recently, television was donated to us so that we can use it on our VeggieTales Sundays when the children gather in this space to have a Bible story told to them through that particular method. But we've really opened up the space a lot, added in a table to study at or to lay resources out at. And so it used to be that there were two shelves that abutted into the room and really kind of gave it a rather oppressive feeling. And we've managed to just make it so the shelving is against the walls itself, opening it up, brightening it up, and encouraging folks to come in here and spend some time apart and some time of study. And it's a space that I really like in the church. It feels like a library, a quiet place to grow and to study and to be. And so if you've not been in the library lately, or when we're capable, if you're looking for something to read, of course we have shelves in other parts of the church highlighting books, and reading and books and learning has been an important virtue of Christ Church since its very foundation. But I encourage you to come to the library. Come to the library and hang out and see what's here and glance over the shelves a little bit.